we got into a conversation over the weekend, me and my family. My in-laws were in town for a whole week, right? And we got into this conversation about, they were asking me, do I enjoy hiking with my wife? My wife's an avid hiker, and we, like I said, we talked about it on the show. We went to the Grand Canyon and all this other stuff. And I'm like, and then it, started talking about camping and that kind of thing. And I'm like, you know what? No, I don't enjoy it. I said, I would love camping if I could camp my way. You know what my way is? I don't have an itinerary. It's like, and I was thinking about you in this case. I mean, I'm looking at pictures when you take your beer on the beach, and that is the extent of your planning.
Yeah.
Your planning doesn't go beyond that. There's not brunch. There's not anything. You might not know where you're going to eat lunch or dinner that day because that's not part of, you're at peace when you're sitting. And I'm like, if I could camp and not go to a museum, not hike a trail, not go look for seashells, not do anything but sit, listen to music, grill out, and I want to grill more food than we're going to eat because that's part of the enjoyment. I want to grill and I want to be able to turn a steak or turn something and then go back to drinking a beer and not caring. But that's not how I do it. And so it then led to this point, and I think this is where I'm getting at. You know what guys want, men? I think we just want peace, especially dads. You give me a peaceful Sunday, and by peace, I mean I don't have to shuttle somebody to a soccer game, or I don't have to go do this, and I don't have to, then we're happy. It's just peace. And listen, it's not that you don't love your kids. It don't mean you don't love your wife. Of course you do. Yeah. Of course you do. But the ultimate Father's Day, I got the ultimate Father's Day. You know what? My wife, we went to church on Sunday, and we came home, and I watched the U.S. Open all day. Because my wife knew that it was like, sure day, you do what you want. Yeah. We're not going to ask you to even lift a finger. And I just watched golf all day and drank a beer, and it was beautiful. And it was amazing because it's just peaceful, right? Yeah. That's all I love. And I think you would be the same way. And I think most guys are the same way. Yeah. It's not that you don't appreciate that restaurant brunch or that barbershop quartet. That's Amy doing the things that are amazing. If you had your way, you would have never left the beach. Or the bar.
Yeah. Well, I think that it's better. I'm better off having Amy. I'm better off having experienced that brunch, right? And at the end of the day, it's like, yeah, I could have sat around and just moseyed on out to the beach and done nothing. But by at 8:00 at night, would I have been as fulfilled as I was had I I wouldn't have. I don't think I would have changed. At the end of the day, I wouldn't have changed a thing.
Sure. But you feel better about yourself.
I know a little bit about what you're talking about. And one of the, I was like that. You express a man, I don't want to plan. I don't want to have this date charted out to where I got to go, okay, I can sit here in peace for an hour, but then we got to get up and do this. And then there's another block of peace maybe down, in the middle of the day, and then we got those dinner plans, And so it's not even the fact that it's okay. I was like this before I had kids, before I got married. I'd go on a trip with some buddies, and there was one guy in our group that would be asking you what we were doing for dinner at noon.
Mm-mm.
What we gonna do? Where we gonna eat? What we doing for dinner?
Nope.
Where y'all want to go for dinner? I'm like, it's noon, man.
Right.
Chill.
Right.
Zip it.
Right. I'm with you.
I got 5 hours that I don't want to hear nothing about a plan. I don't want to make a plan. I don't want to make a decision.
You want to say, hey, if I promise you that somewhere we'll eat,
yeah,
can you drop it? If I promise you that we'll eat.
I think that was probably the big worry, that we're just going to hydraulic all day and not eat.
Oh, so yeah, maybe you did need to specify. I promise I do have a meal somewhere in my future.
But so I was a little bit like that back then, and I do agree. Like, part of me is like that today, not as much because I have succeeded. Like, the kids a priority, my wife is a priority. What they need to have an understanding of what's going to happen. My wife likes to know, okay, this is what we're going to. In her mind, she's like, I just need to know for the girls. Like, what do you need? What do I need to do if you're not going to want to go to eat lunch at this place? I got to plan. And so
And she's right.
She's
She's right.
Yeah.
100% right.
And I'm like, oh yeah, okay, that makes sense. But I'm with you, man. There's some days where you're just like, let's just play it by ear, you know. Let's just, if we feel like getting up and golf carting to eat for lunch, we'll do it.
Yeah.
If not, we'll make, we'll get on DoorDash or whatever, right? We'll just figure it out.
In the moment.
And most people, I think most people, I don't know. Are you a planner, or are you wired differently in, like, you're fine just sort of going with the flow?
I'm not a planner. I love going with the flow.
Everybody go.
I believe that.
I would like to say I'm go with the flow, but I'm a planner.
Go raise your hand for your planner. We got a couple planners in here. Yeah, I think I don't know. I mean, I don't want to speak for her, but I think Amy's a planner only if because of our girls and.
Oh, I think there's another reason.
Yeah.
She doesn't like surprises either.
No, she doesn't.
Right.
She doesn't like surprises, and so she wants to know what's coming.
That's right.
But yeah, I mean, I could go. I could go sit out there on the beach, and not and miss lunch. Hell, I'll eat it too, right? I mean, I brought a couple snacks, but that ain't,
I know. But
we'll be sitting there and she'd be like, but the girls. I'm like, oh yeah, they're hungry too. Oh yeah, they got to eat. I'm an asshole.
That's so true, dude.
I'm
It
still
is
learning.
True. Yeah.
I'm still learning. There's other people
Yeah.
that live
You're
here.
responsible for them. Remember?
There's other people that live in my house.
You're the dad.
Our house.
It's called Father's
It's
Day,
not
not
my
Men's
house.
Day.
Yeah, it's not my house. It's our house.
Oh, well. Good times,
yeah.
man. Good times. I'm glad you guys had
I
fun.
love these conversations, man, because it makes me feel a little bit more normal. Because I feel like sometimes I'm on this island with the way I think.